One other great way to make cool cash on your money without letting it sit in your mobile money or your bank accounts is through fixed deposit. So today I want us to look at what fixed deposits are, things surrounding fixed deposit, and also how to calculate the interest on fixed deposit, and also how to invest in fixed deposit. So these are some of the things we look at. But before then, kindly consider to subscribe as we continue to build this community together. I have a WhatsApp group where you can join to also learn more about investment, and also we drop exclusive content there. We also learn various things when it comes to the stock exchange market and everything surrounding investment. You can join us in the WhatsApp channel. I'll leave the link in the description below. So let's get into it. So when we talk about fixed deposit, it's just another way of saving your money with a bank. But here, instead of saving it in your regular savings accounts or saving it in your current accounts, you rather comes in an agreement with a bank. That is, you come in agreement with the interest and also the amount and also the duration. That is basically how fixed deposits work. So it's a fixed amount of money with fixed interest and also some fixed duration. So let's assume that you have some 10,000 Ghana cedis sitting in your bank account and you don't want to spend it in the next 1 year. What you have to do is for you to go to a bank and tell them that you have this sum of money and also you would like to invest it in the next 1 year as fixed deposit, and they will come in an agreement with you with the interest that is going to yield when it comes to the money. So the two parties will come in agreement and decide on what to do and also how long the money will be kept with them and also the interest it will yield when it comes to the money. So basically this is about fixed deposit. Everything about fixed deposit is fixed when it comes to the interest and also when it comes to the amount and also the duration. And when one party defaults, at the end of the day, the terms and conditions will go against the party that defaults. So when it happens that you invest your money for 1 year and later it's not up to 1 year you need the money, you have to go through the consequences. So these are some of the things you have to know when it comes to investing in fixed deposit. Firstly, you need to know that fixed deposits are done by commercial banks. So most commercial banks are involved in fixed deposit, unlike Treasury bill when it's being run by the central bank of government. But here, fixed deposits are being run by most commercial banks. When we talk about most commercial banks, that include GCB, Access Bank, Stanbic Bank, EcoBank, and so forth and so on. So these are some of the banks that involve in fixed deposit, unlike Treasury bill, like I said. When it comes to Treasury bill, you need to buy it through the government because it's an investment that has to relate with the government. When it comes to fixed deposit, it's being run by these commercial banks. Secondly, what you need to know is that the duration is fixed or the time period is fixed. When it comes to fixed deposit, you come in an agreement with the bank and tell them that I'm investing my money in the next year, or I'm investing my money in the next 6 months, or also next 3, or it depends on the number of duration or the number of months or the duration you want to invest your money. So let's assume that you want to invest your money in an annual period. It will have its own interest, and also when you are investing your money in a 6-month period, it will also comes with its own interest. So this is what you need to know when it comes to the time period with fixed deposit. Third, when it comes to fixed deposit, the interest is an agreed interest. So like I said earlier, when it comes to you keeping your money with the bank, you come in agreement with them. So this is the amount of money I have and I would like to keep it with your bank for the next 1 year. And possibly if your amount is huge, let's say you have 2 million, 5 million, 10 million, you can be able to negotiate a good interest for yourself, because the bank itself, they also need it to run their day-to-day activities and also loan out the money to people in order to benefit more, or even invest it in different things in order to yield more income. So once you are investing your money with them, meaning it has to do with something that comes in a good favor for them. So if you are going in any fixed deposit agreement with them, then you need to also negotiate your interest when it comes to that amount of money. So when you go to the bank, they can offer that they will give you 15% per annum. But you as an individual, you can also decide that, okay, looking at the amount of money I have, I would like to take 20% per annum. And at the end of the day, you all judge and come in conclusion to one particular fixed interest. So this is how the interest work when it comes to fixed deposit. And also, what you need to know is that the rate depends on the amount of money you are investing in your fixed deposit. When it comes to that fixed deposit, the amount that you are investing in, so if you are investing 1,000 and somebody is investing 100 million, the interest that the two of you will be getting might be different because of the amount of money and also the duration. And fourth, what you need to know is that fixed deposit, you can negotiate the interest. Like I said, you can negotiate your interest when it comes to fixed deposit. You can negotiate in order to get better interest at the end of the day. And also fixed deposit, you can use the certificate as a collateral to take loan. So let's say you've taken your 100 million Ghana cedis in order to save it with a bank, and at the end of the day, halfway through the investment duration, you are in an emergency, you need an agent, let's say 10,000 or 20,000 Ghana cedis in order to solve a problem. You don't have to go and cancel the fixed deposit, because at the end of the day, it can affect you directly or indirectly. What you need to do is for you to use that particular certificate as collateral and go for loan. You can take it within the same bank or even use it as a collateral with a different bank. That is basically how it works. And the next thing you need to know about fixed deposit is also fixed deposit. When it comes to fixed deposit, there's no transaction cost or there's no cost of transaction. When it comes to that, when you are engaging in fixed deposit, unlike let's say you are investing in stocks where you have to pay commission to your broker, here there's no transaction cost when it comes to investing in fixed deposit. So that is one of the advantages of investing in fixed deposit. And also you need to know that when it comes to fixed deposit, anytime you invest your money without its duration, when the duration doesn't expire and you go in to take your money, what you have to do is you need to pay either a penalty or you lose the interest that you stand to benefit when it comes to the fixed deposit. At the end of the day, your money that you are investing with the bank is very fixed, and also the duration is fixed. So if you default, that meaning war betide on you, you have to pay either the penalty or you lose your interest that you are generating, depending on the agreement you are having with the bank. So basically, these are some of the things you need to know when it comes to investing in fixed deposit and also everything surrounding fixed deposit. Now let's look at how to calculate returns on fixed deposit. All right, so let me quickly move you to my laptop screen. Let me show you how to calculate your returns when it comes to investing in fixed deposit. So join me. So firstly, let's assume that we are using our balance, that is the 10,000 Ghana cedis that we said initially. So 10,000 Ghana cedis. And let's say you've gone into an agreement and they are giving you 15% for an annual period. So let's say 15%, 10,000 multiplied by 15. I don't think this one, I will need a calculator to know the answer. So simply put, I'll be making 1,500 Ghana cedis for that particular annual period. That is it. So simply, if let's say you are investing 10,000 in for an annual period at a rate of 15%, you will make 1,500. So if you are investing any amount of money and they are giving you any interest, you simply multiply that amount of money by the interest. But let's say you are investing your 10,000 Ghana cedis for 6 months, for at the rate of 15%. So simply what you have to do is for you to divide this particular 15,500 by 2. You divide it by 2, and the reason why we are dividing it by 2 is because with the 15% for an annual period is 12 months, and we are and here we are investing it for only 6 months, meaning that is half of the amount. So meaning if you divide it, you'll be able to make 600 Ghana cedis for yourself with that of the 15% on your 10,000. So at the end of the day, if you invest the 10,000 for a duration of 6 months, you should be able to make it. And here it applies if you are investing it for 3 months. What you have to simply do is to divide that amount of money by 4, as simple as ABCD. And like I said, it applies to each and every amount of money and each and every interest. So if you have 10,000 and let's say they are giving you 20,000, you simply you multiply it by 20%. So let's say you have 10,000 and they are giving you 20%. You simply you multiply the 10,000 by the 20%, which will give you 2,000 Ghana cedis for an annual period. any rate and also any amount, multiply the amount by the rate, and also if it has to do with months, you simply divide it and just get the amount of money that you'll be making on your fixed deposit. I would like you to also comment and also tell me the amount of money that you like to deposit, or ask any question that you have surrounding fixed deposit. I'll attend to that. And also don't forget to like and also share for a lot of people to benefit from this particular video. Cheers up.